it go miss. Hush, emergency mix. Met her at one of the functions, we caught on the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I...
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And off we go from Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Block with a quick throw out to Judy. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. 10 yards. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Good position to be in here, second and inches. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
The ball carrier.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. $13 yards remaining on second down. Block gonna throw. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing his lock on third down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The tackle made by...
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now the former Cal Bear, it's Patrick Laird. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Patrick Laird, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Brings up 2nd and...
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Locke. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle made by...
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
42-yard line.
on 2nd down and 4. Locke, a quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
55 mark, guys. 56. 55. Check. 49. Check 49.
Locke working out of the gun. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. 1st down Broncos as Locke finds Judy.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
With the score, Dolphins 7.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuck the run.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
The tackle made
just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st down, Miami.
Tua now on 1st down. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown.
Complete to Devontae Parker.
Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
His kick is
and he puts it through.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Broncos 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
The Dolphins ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. It's complete to Grant. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Laird. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He was
certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Simmons on the tackle.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On the ground, it's Laird. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at the 28-yard line.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
At the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now it's Lindsey, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. He completes this to Sutton. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Switch up, switch up. 29 is the Mike 29. And watch the leg.
Operating from the gun. Block. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Hamilton, incomplete. Brandon Jones on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Breida.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Lindsey on the toss left. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw on 3rd down, Locke. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Dolphins 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Matt Breida, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Kareem Jackson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, Laird And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
He is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Broncos 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the Dolphins' 47-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it makes the score 21-10. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown,
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
21. Broncos.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A 28-yard gain.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
19-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Broncos.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check. You go tight. You got tight.
Lock to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Rowe, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, Laird. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
45 to Mike. And watch the slant.
Running once more with Laird. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
Today's final.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country.